Dear students of 12th standard, very pleasant morning. Once again, welcome back to the zoology class. We are discussing chapter number 2, human reproduction. Today, in this session, we are going to learn structure of human sperm and structure of human ovum. The sperms are known as spermatozoa and ovum is known as egg. Now let us see the structure of human sperm. The human sperm is a microscopic flagellated. Here you can see the flagellum. The tail-like structure is called flagellum. And motile gamete. Motile means movable. The whole body of the sperm is covered by an envelope that is called plasma membrane. Each sperm consists of three major parts. They are head, neck, and a tail. Head consists of two major parts. They are acrosome and nucleus. Acrosome is a small cap-like structure present at the tip of the nucleus and is formed mainly from the Golgi body of the spermatid. It contains hyaluronidase. What is hyaluronidase? It is a proteolytic enzyme popularly known as sperm lysine. Proteolytic means protein digesting. So, hyaluronidase is a protein digesting enzyme that is called proteolytic enzyme. It's also known as sperm lysine. That is, hyaluronidase is also known as sperm lysine. This hyaluronidase is useful during the fertilization to penetrate the ovum. The nucleus is flat and oval in shape. Here you can see the nucleus is flat as well as oval. The neck is very short and is present between head and middle piece. Here this is a neck. It is found between the head and middle piece. This is the middle piece. This is the head. Got it? So, the neck is found between the head and middle piece. The neck is very short. The neck region consists of two centrioles. They are proximal centriole and distal centriole. Got it? The proximal centriole plays a role in the first division of the zygote and the distal centriole gives rise to axial filament of the sperm. This is the axial filament of the sperm. Here you can see the axial filament. Got it? So the distal centriole helps in the formation of axial filament. Then the middle piece. Here this is the middle piece. Got it? The middle piece consists of mitochondria. The mitochondria are spirally arranged around the axial filament. That is why it is known as mitochondrial spiral. These mitochondria produce energy in the form of ATP molecules for the movement of sperms. The tail is the longest part of the sperm and is slender and tapering. Here you can see the longest part of the tail. It is formed of a central axial filament. Here the purple color is the central axial filament that is called axoneme. and the tail is covered by a sheath called protoplasmic sheath. You know that the outer side, the red color part, okay, outer covering, it is called protoplasmic sheath. You got it. The tail is the longest part. The tail is surrounded by a membrane called protoplasmic sheath, and then centrally it contains axoneme. Got it? Then the sperm is the smallest human cell. Now let us see the largest human cell, that is the female gamete called ovum or egg. Now let us see the structure of ovum. The human ovum is non-cleidoic, aleucital and microscopic in nature. What is non-cleidoic? Okay, here you can see the cleidoic egg. This is called cleidoic egg. Cleidoic means it contains a calcareous shell. Okay, you know that the egg shell, if the egg shell is present, that is called cleidoic. But human ovum is a non-cleidoic, absence of shell, the calcareous shell. So human ovum is a non-cleidoic and aleucital. Aleucital means, you know, egg is having a yellow color part, that is called egg yolk. But in human ovum there is no yolk. Absence of yolk is called aleucital. As well as it is microscopic in nature. You got it? Human ovum is non-cleidoic, aleucital and microscopic. I repeat, non-cleidoic means absence of shell, aleucital means absence of yolk, and it is microscopic in nature. The cytoplasm of the egg is called ooplasm. It contains a large nucleus that is called as germinal vesicle. The ovum is surrounded by three coverings, namely vitelline membrane, zona pellucida and corona radiata. Got it? The ovum is surrounded by three membranes. They are inner vitelline membrane, middle zona pellucida and inner corona radiata. Between the vitelline membrane, here you can see all the three layers. Between the vitelline membrane and zona pellucida is a narrow space that is called perivitelline space. Okay, the perivitelline space is found between the vitelline membrane and zona pellucida. You got it? So, till now we discussed the structure of male gamete sperm and the structure of female gamete ovum. Thank you.